Here we go. Here are the text messages. Now, some of the biggest questions people have about this is the type of language that they're using, right? Some of the specific words here come from this bottom paragraph. Now, one thing I'd like to point out that I thought was brilliantly pointed out by Candace Owens, producer, or somebody that was on the set with her, is that there is a ton, when it comes to the Tyler Robinson text messages, there is a ton of ellipses. Ton of them. Every single sentence, it seems like, right? Above each of these individual text message, ellipses, 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 ellipses. That's not written. That's saying that they cherry picked different statements from different parts of the conversations and omitted others. That's not evidence being given to the public. That's doctored evidence being given to the public. And by the way, there's no timelines here. You know how every single texting platform since AIM has told you when a message came through? They're not telling you that here. Pretty suspicious. Now, if you get to the bottom of this doctored conversation that apparently happened on Discord, but Discord said didn't happen on Discord, you would see this writing by Robinson to his trans boyfriend, roommate, lover. And what people are saying about this, by the way, is that it sounds like they put something into ChatGPT saying that, oh, write a conversation between two people in their 20s where they're talking about, you know, X, Y, and Z, right? What I would do if I was writing this, if I was the FBI writing this, right? If I was the FBI writing this conversation between Tyler Robinson and his boyfriend, trans lover, here's the prompt that I would give it. I would say, write a conversation between two Gen Z men. Both are gay. One is trans. And make it check these evidence boxes. 1, he used his grandpa's rifle. 2, he left it in the forest. 3, he wrote on the bullets. 4, he X, Y, and Z, right? Right down the line. Here's exactly what the evidence that I need you to integrate into this discussion. That's what this looks like. Now, what other people are saying is that it doesn't look like people, the prompt that they put in said between people in their 20s. It sounds more like they said people in the 20s, like in the 1920s. It makes it so much more believable with the way that they're talking. So some of the questions, some of the suspicions that people have around this are this particular statement, which says, I'm wishing I had circled back. This is talking about how he left the gun within the forest. I'm wishing I had circled back and grabbed it as soon as I got to my vehicle. Vehicle, kind of a weird term for a 20-year-old male to use and not somebody who's federal law enforcement, which is what it much more sounds like. I'm worried what my old man would do if I didn't bring back Grandpa's rifle. I don't even know if it had a serial number, but it wouldn't trace to me. I worry about my prints. I had to leave it in a bush where I changed outfits. Outfits. Another weird thing for a 20-year-old male to say. Most guys don't change outfits. They change clothes. Most guys don't drive a vehicle. They drive a car. Weird. Didn't have the ability or time to bring it back with me. And I also should probably give you where these ellipses are. Because we've already had 3 in this singular sentence where they're jumping around and cherry picking statements. Anyways, in changed outfits, didn't have the ability or time to bring it with me, or to bring it with, ellipses. I might have to abandon it and hope they don't find prints. How the F will I explain losing it to my old man? The old man and grandpa thing's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Maybe some people say that, my old man, like, it's still going back. It sounds a little off to me. Right now, there's a bunch of other things in here, but the biggest thing is the ellipses. The biggest thing is the vernacular. The biggest thing is how weird and off this sounds for a 22-year-old guy to speak this way. Okay, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's weird. Probably is. Now, let's look at the tweet from Cash Patel. All right. He wrote this, I think it was 2 days ago now, on the 21st. he wrote a direct response to all of the conspiracies, right? Cash Patel says, hey, I'm going to address these conspiracies. So Cash Patel wrote this tweet addressing these conspiracies, and here's what he had to say about it. As the director of the FBI, I am committed to ensuring the investigation into Charlie Kirk's assassination is thorough and exhaustive, pursuing every lead to its conclusion. The full weight of America's law enforcement agencies are actively following the evidence that has emerged, but our efforts extend beyond initial findings. We are examining every facet of this assassination. We are meticulously, and I'm going to break down each one of these for you because he says all of the different conspiracies, not all of them, but he points out some of the inconsistencies in their reporting, and I'll go through what each one of them are broken down into in detail. We are meticulously investigating theories and questions, including the location from where the shot was taken, the possibility of accomplices, the text message, confession, and related conversations, Discord chats, the angle of the shot and bullet impact, how the weapon was transported, hand gestures observed as potential signals near Charlie at the time of his assassination, and visitors to the alleged shooter's residence in the hours and days leading up to September 10th, 2025. Some details are known today, while others are still being pursued to ensure every possibility is being considered. So let's go back up and let's talk through each one of these individual things that he's addressing. One is including the location from where the shot was taken.